What's going on, everybody? YCL here, back with some more Draft League content, this time bringing you guys the Team Builder and battle for Week 1 of the YCL, where we will be kicking off the season against the Lucarios and their head coach, H0ll0wkid. His links will be in the description down below. Be sure to check him out, as well as all the other coaches taking part in the YCL. So, first thing to address is, yes, the fact that I know this video is going up late, but I had some issues when I tried to record it, and I've been recording this. This is probably like the 5th time I'm probably recording this, but I did get the issue fixed, and the Week 2 video will definitely be going up on time. I already have everything sorted out, so hopefully this won't happen again in the future. But yeah, with that out of the way, another thing to point out, as you can see on the screen, I actually got an updated logo. So the fact that I had to record this so many times, I actually decided to use the updated logo for the Miami Malamarlins for the slide as opposed to the old one, just to like spiff and just like make things a little bit nicer. Shout outs to the commissioner of the YCL, Sen, who actually made the logo for the Miami Malamarlins, and it is looking super nice. Really happy with how the new logo came out, and I'm definitely looking forward to using this in the future. But that is neither here nor there. We're here to see about the game, the matchup, all that stuff. So yeah, if you guys missed the draft analysis, there will be a playlist in the description so you can check out what I drafted, why I drafted, the whole 9 yards. But as you can see, the team I drafted is on the left side of your screen, and my opponent's team is on the right. Very scary team. Tapu Fini, Victini, always a threat. Dragonite, Scizor. One of those mons that I always want to draft, but I never get to because it always gets picked right before me or something like that. But again, that's a different story. Has some pretty good low tier stuff. Umbreon, Heliolisk, Vileplume, a little bit of a nuisance from my Urshifu, but nothing I feel like I can't handle with the team I did end up building for this matchup. Another thing to note for the YCL is the fact that there is an item clause for this league, so no two Pokemon can have the same item, which will probably explain some of my probably explain some of the items you'll see in my mons, but more or less it didn't really affect anything as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, that out of the way, jumping into the team I did end up bringing for this matchup. So first off, we have my Garchomp with Soft Sand, Swords Dance, Scale Shot, Earthquake, and Stone Edge. Just a very straightforward Garchomp set. SD just looked really nice to chip things down a whole lot easier. I am outspeeding Victini, so I can always check that thing offensively, barring like Scarf Glaciate or something like that. Soft Sand there usually hit a little bit harder. With Earthquake, I believe this lets me guarantee 2 a KO, even physically defensive type of Fini with Earthquake with the Soft Sand boost. Scale Shot in case I can get up a get a potential speed boost on something I can force out, since his Fairy type is a Fini, which will take a chunk from Earthquake. And getting Fini weakened also helps out my Urshifu, which is it throws out Urshifu, as well as weakening Vileplume. Granted, Vileplume does get access to Strength Sap, so I do have to be cautious of that. And Stone Edge is basically there to let me do more damage to the Dragonite without having to risk only getting 2 hits with Scale Shot or something along those lines. So yeah, that is the Garchomp set. Very straightforward. Then next up, we have my Clefable with Moonblast, Flamethrower, Soft Boiled, and Encore. This is probably, by far, in my opinion at the very least, the most underrated Clefable set in Draft League format, and that is Tank Fable, or Offensive Clefable, however you want to go about it. Offensive Clef is so ridiculously underrated because everyone, well, not everyone, but most people, when they see Clefable, they always, like 9 times out of 10, you always assume it's going to be defensive in some way, shape, or form. No one really preps for like offensive Clef as far as I'm concerned, and offensive Clef actually does a good amount of work in this game. Granted, my Clef does not have any coverage for Victini. Like, my two attacking moves are Moonblast and Flamethrower. Both are resisted by Victini. I originally did have Shadow Ball, but I swapped it over to Encore. Encore I felt like was a little bit nice to like Encore like a potential Calm Mind Tapu Fini, or like a Nature's Madness, whatever. Tapu Fini, that sound like a good idea at the time, or at the very least. But Encore is just really good for, like, to catch potential stuff like trying to set up status moves or whatever. Soft Boil for recovery, obviously. Moonblast and Flamethrower hits everything on his team at least neutrally. Like, the only thing that struggles to break past is the type Null. And I have Urshifu and Garchomp to weaken that thing down as well. The defense investment, the 116 defense is enough to guarantee avoid the one-hit KO from a non-choice banded Scissor's Bullet Punch, or I think it is banded Bullet Punch from Scizor, from full. And then the speed, I think I messed up the EVs a little bit. Like, I originally was going to outspeed like Adam and Scizor in case it was like an SD variant. I could Flamethrower before SDs or whatever, but to be perfectly honest, like, trying to outspeed a Pokemon that has priority super effective coverage against you doesn't make any sense. But I think at the very least it also outspeeds like modest Lapras, like avoids like speed tying with that. So that's always nice to try to chip that thing down too, since it's also it's one of his water immunities along with Helios for my Urshifu, so that could be a bit of a problem. And then the rest I just threw in a special attack to give some added oomph behind Moonblast and Flamethrower. And of course, Life Orb is always nice on a Mon that doesn't care about taking residual recoil from the Life Orb, since Magic Guard negates the recoil. So yeah, really cool. That is my Clefable. And then next up, we have my Rocky Helmet Mandibuzz with Foul Play, Taunt, Roost, and U-Turn. This is my way of deterring a potential DD Dragonite, SD Scizor, even Victini, if it's like physical gets 2 KO by Foul Play. Taunt is nice to prevent stuff like Umbreon for going for Wish, from Toxic, any status moves in general. Roost for longevity, and of course U-Turn for momentum. So the investment, it's been a while. So I know the 68 speed is enough to guarantee outspeed +1 Jolly Dragonite after my weak armor activates. So in case he does DD, he attacks me, he makes contact, he takes Rocky Helmet damage if it's not protective pads, and then I outspeed him and go for Foul Play and do a chunk to the Dragonite, since Rocky Helmet will break its multi-scale if it's not protective pads, and then just go from there. And then I believe the defense also helps me take like bolt strikes from like Victini. I think I avoid like getting O-code after rocks by V-Create or something along those lines, or even like +1 outrage from the D-Knight as well. And then the rest I just doing the special defense to take hits a little bit better from, well, pretty much most of the special attackers, but stuff like Vileplume. The only downside is the fact that since I'm weak armor over Overcoat, if he does bring like Sleep Powder, Vileplume, I don't have a switch in to to Sleep Powder since I'm not Overcoat. But yeah, Mandibuzz is mainly here to check the Dragonite, the Scizor, his physical attackers in general. Then next up we have my Urshifu Rapid Strike, Adamant Nature, with the protective pads, Surging Strikes, Close Combat, Ice Punch, Aqua Jet. Pretty straightforward set as far as I'm concerned. There's pretty much his entire team neutrally, bar the Tapu Fini, and if I'm able to weaken Fini with my Garchomp, with my Clef, with my either of my last 2 Mons, then that would help out Urshifu in the long run. Ice Punch for the Dragonite, Aqua Jet to revenge kill like Victini if it's weakened enough. I can click Aqua Jet, and hopefully he doesn't have the Lapras or the Heliolisk around to absorb the water move. The EVs, max attack, hit as hard as possible. I have enough speed to guarantee outspeed Adamant Dragonite. If he's jolly, he's jolly, but the thing is, if he's jolly, with my HP and defense investment, I avoid getting OH'd by jolly dual wing beat from Dragonite, from full. It's either from full or after Stealth Rock, but I definitely live an unboosted dual wing beat if he's not like Bandit or whatever. So yeah, that's what the Urshifu EVs are for. And yeah, rest and special defense, got nowhere else to put it. So moving on, next up we have my Rapidash. Never thought I'd bring this mon so early, but hey, Rapidash is here with the expert belt. Probably could have put heavy duty boots on this since I didn't have boots on my Mandibuzz. But yeah, the set very straightforward: Flare Blitz, Wild Charge, High Horsepower, and Morning Sun. This is my other offensive check to the Victini to basically deter it from spamming V-Create in my face, or Blue Flare, whatever. I can offensively check it, force it out with a High Horsepower. Flare Blitz hits stuff like the Scizor, a good amount of his team super effectively. Wild Charge to do more damage to Tapu Fini, and High Horsepower is there for the Victini. Morning Sun basically there for longevity, but to be perfectly honest, I'm not really expecting Rapidash to stick around that long in this matchup, since its main role is to just chip things down, and it's two of its three moves of chipping things down do cause recoil, so I don't think I'll actually get an opportunity to really click Morning Sun, but it's there if I have to. It's there if I have to, like Morning Sun on like maybe him switching out Vileplume in like some sort of situation like that, or Scizor or whatever. So yeah, very straightforward EV spread. Max attack, enough speed to outspeed the Victini, and the rest is thrown into HP. And then finally is a Lunatone. Yes, I never thought that after I drafted this Pokemon, I didn't think it would actually be coming week 1. But yet, here it is, week 1, Lunatone is here. And the set's pretty cool, to be perfectly honest. We have Future Sight, Power Gem, Stealth Rock, and Moonlight. So this set is pretty cool in the sense that, looking at his roster, he doesn't have the best rock resist. Well, he has rock resist. He has the Sandaconda, yes. But the Sandaconda can't actually touch Lunatone because of Levitate, so he can't Earthquake me. The worst he can do potentially is like glare me with Sandaconda, since Lunatone's immune isn't protected from the misty terrain since it's off the ground, so it can still be paralyzed by the Sandaconda glare. He has a Type Null and an Umbreon that can come in on the Lunatone pretty much every day of the week. But the main role of Lunatone is to potentially get up Future Sights and force stuff in to take the Future Sight hit, something that's not Umbreon and Type Null, whatever. So if I can get up a Future Sight as he goes to like Umbreon, say for instance, I can then go out into Urshifu, since Urshifu can take anything from Umbreon. Like the worst it could potentially do is like Toxic me or whatever. And then if he switches out into something like Vileplume, let's say, as I go for any attack, Vileplume comes in, he gets hit by Future Sight, and I can potentially knock out the Vileplume with the Future Sight, which becomes one less check for Urshifu. So that's pretty much what I was going for here, like Future Sight plus fighting type tactics to basically lure in the stuff that can beat Urshifu. Technically it's only limited to basically one particular Pokemon on YCL's team, which is the Vileplume, but yeah, it's still something. And then there's also doubles as my Stealth Rocker, since my Garchomp is in a more of a SD role, and then Moonlight for longevity, great if I need to click it or if I'm able to click it. So as for the EVs, the 180 speed does a guarantee outspeed modest max speed Lapras. The 204 in defense lets me guarantee take, I believe it's letting me live 2 unboosted U-turns from Victini, from full, and then the rest I threw in a special attack with a modest nature to hit a little bit harder with Power Gem and Future Sight. So yeah, that is a team I am bringing for week 1 of the YCL. Hopefully it does work out for us, and without further ado, let's head on over to the battle. Alright guys, so here we are with the battle against H0ll0wkid and his LA Lucarios, and he pretty much brought more or less what I expected. Granted, he did not bring Victini, which threw me off since this team was very heavily prepped for Victini. Like, I have 3 checks to it. Like, my Rapidash is a little bit more useless now, but I can chip down the Finny with the Rapidash, so that's something. In terms of a potential lead, though, I don't see a problem leading off with my Clefable here. Like, it pretty much has a good matchup against everything not named Scizor, and even if he does live Scizor, I do live Bullet Punch from the Scizor if he's not banded. But still, this is more or less what I was expecting him to bring. Maybe Victini over Umbreon, for the most part, but yeah, more or less this is what I expected. Yeah, I just don't see a bad lead for Clef as far as I'm concerned. So yeah, let's get our 6 locked in. Alright. Oh man, it's been a rough run, but anyway, good luck, have fun to my opponent. Hopefully I can do a little bit of work here with Garchomp, hopefully. I do have to weaken a few things, and he has that potential like E-Speed Dragonite as well. Verse. Okay, so Heliolisk lead on his part. I'll definitely take it. Granted, I don't know what his I don't know what item he's running, but I still feel like Flamethrower is still an okay move to click here. Like, there's no need for me to predict turn 1 and I can just easily click Moonblast. But Flamethrower is also fine because A, I'm Life Orb, and B, if he goes hard Scizor for some reason, I catch that too. Plus, this Heliolisk is Dry Skin, so either way, Dry Skin, it takes more from fire attacks anyway, and that's not Specs. And that barely did half. Okay. So, this doesn't look like... This isn't Specs, that's for sure. Because if that was Specs, it would have 2 KO'd me. I could be a bit more aggressive here and go out into my Garchomp. So, let's do that. I mean, alternatively, I could have went Lunatone instead, but I don't know if he's Scarf. I don't know if he's choiced or not. Hyper Voices again. Yeah, I probably should have went to Lunatone, then went to Garchomp. That's my own fault. But let's just go for the Earthquake. I don't think I want to be able to late game with Garchomp now, so now let's take that hit. Yeah, I should live. Okay, good, I do. Alright, so we get the Earthquake off. He's not Shuka, so this is going to drop unless he's Sat. I mean, if he was Sat, I already broke it. So yeah, perfect. Heliolisk is down, but it comes at the expense of Garchomp taking a crap ton of damage. So yeah, that was a pretty poor start for my part. Like, I got rid of the Heliolisk, but I shouldn't let Garchomp take so much damage. And now in comes the Dragonite. I'm expecting it to Extreme Speed me. So let's just go out into the into my Mandibuzz. And break its multi-scale with the Rocky Helmet. Ice Punch. Okay. I guess that was no drawback too. As he unfortunately crits me. That sucks. Actually, it sucks, but I don't think it mattered because I'm -1 defense. So he's not passed, so his multi-scale is broken. That's good. So let's just go for the foul play here. I do outspeed him. Foul play comes out. And that did not kill. So yeah, Mandibuzz is going to drop here. I do get more Rocky Helmet chip. That's fine. It looks like it's in range of Wild Charge from my Rapidash. Alternatively, I could also go Lunatone, but I think Rapidash is fine. Cause I still get like me clicking wild charge is not bad here because of the fact that well his electric resist is Vileplume now, and it looks like it's in range of wild charge anyway. So let's just click it. And if he goes into Finny, that's better for me. Because I want that thing. I want chip on that too. Croissants. Okay, so I get the damage on Finny. Perfect. So that helps out my Urshifu. Give me the Finny nickname's giving me like Jimmy Neutron vibes. And that's not a 2 KO. So this is physically defensive. Extremely physically defensive. If I was Life Orb, I 2 KO'd, but it's fine. Let's just wild charge again. Max roll? Nope, no max roll. Surfs. Okay, yes. Yeah. So Rapidash is gonna go down here. Funny enough, if I was at full HP, I definitely lived. Well, actually, no, I lived a Scald from full, not a Surf. But anyway, Rapidash is down, but I get the damage on Finny to put it in range of my Urshifu, so... I also have to be very, very cautious now because I'm making myself super weak to Scizor now. I'm extremely weak to Scizor now. Cause my Rapidash is gone and now my Mandibula is too, so Scizor is becoming a problem. Like the only thing I have left on my team that can actually take a hit from Scizor is this, so I have to be very, very careful. But in any case, I don't see a reason not to just click not to click Searching Strikes here, because even if he goes Vileplume, it doesn't matter because I'm pads. And he sacks off the Finny. Okay, perfect. So, Urshifu's going to pick up its first kill of the YCL season. So yeah, Finny down. Perfect. So what would he go into now? I'm assuming he's going to go into Vileplume. Yep, Vileplume comes out. Obviously I'm not going to stay in here because Giga Drain's going to do a crap ton to me. So let's just make the play out into my... Let's just go Lunatone. It seems like a weird play going from one Pokemon Weed Grass to another, but at the very least, like, Lunatone can force out the Vileplume. So yeah, let's just bring in the moon. Let's just bring in the moon. Alright. I mean, it's not like Lunatone's doing much anyway from what he has left. Leech Seed. Okay, I'll take that. I mean, HP on this thing isn't really important. Like, the only thing this thing sort of checks is Dragonite. So let's just go for Future Sight. Yep, that's a switch. Best boy. Okay, Umbreon. And Shiny Umbreon, 100% proof. Future Sight comes out. Yeah, I don't really value this thing's HP that much. Okay, Misty Terrain is gone. I'm okay with that. I can just go back into my Urshifu because like the worst thing that Umbreon can do to me is Toxic. He could also double. I just realized he could double. He didn't. Yawn. Uh-oh. That's not good. I think I'm still gonna risk it. Cause I'm hoping he goes Vileplume. I'm hoping he goes Vileplume. Well, Vileplume or Scizor actually. So I'm just gonna stay in close combat. Like, this is a bad play on my part. Like, I should just double here. Demons. Is this a Vileplume? Okay, so the Vileplume's gonna take the Future Sight. Perfect. Well, perfect, yes, but man, this sucks. That did nothing. Future Sight comes out. And down it goes. Perfect. Nice. So the future type tech pulled worked, so that's a kill for Lunatone, but this is what I wanted to avoid. Oh man, my Shiva being asleep is not good. That is not good at all. Because this is the only thing I have left. Like I said, I can take a hit from Scizor. Meme Lord. Alright, Dragonite comes back out. I'm expecting this thing to go for dual wing beat or something. I don't see a reason to sack off Lunatone here. So yeah, just a sack off Lunatone. I can sack Lunatone and then go Clef. He roosts. Oh dear. Well, that's not good. Oh, no matter what, I just gotta stay in Power Gem now. I just gotta stay in Power Gem. That's all I can really do. Like, if he goes Umbreon, he goes Umbreon. He doesn't. I'm faster. I'm faster. And I killed it. I crit. Oh, damn. Oh, boy. Why is this Lunatone actually putting in work? It has 2 kills. Yeah, I think this is where... Yeah, this is where I lose now. Oh, no. Yeah, I'm gonna lose. This is the turn where I lose right here and now. Crap. Yeah, I really wish Rashida wasn't asleep right now. Bullet Punch, yeah. Goodbye, Lunatone. You did more work than I expected. You did more work than I expected, Lunatone. I think all I can do now is just go over Shifu and pray he doesn't have dual wing beat. Or if he's choiced, but that doesn't matter either. This is not good. This is really not good. I'm just gonna. I guess I got a Surgeon Strikes. Actually, I should. Yeah, I had it. It didn't matter. It didn't matter. Yep, he has the wing beat. So yeah, that's game. Yeah, I think I'm in Bullet Punch range. No, I could have doubled into Garchomp to scout for the dual wing beat, but it didn't matter because of the fact that I still had to burn 1 turn of sleep. Yeah, I don't have anything left, so I'm gonna get swept by Scizor. Like, Scizor just literally wins right now. He just clicks Bullet Punch 3 times. Ah, crud. Yeah, that's game. That is so game. Yeah, so Garchomp's gonna go down, and then he just BP's my Urshifu and my Clef, and that's game. Crud. So yeah, I felt like the beginning was good, but then letting my Mandibuzz and my Rapidash go down so quickly, like, if I still had it, it would have prevented it, but at this point, even if my Urshifu was awake, it still wouldn't have prevented, like, this from happening. Because I'm pretty sure if Surgeon Strikes in the Aqua Jet doesn't kill. Yeah, like, it literally doesn't matter. Yep. Clef goes down. Yep, so that's going to be a GG for, GG to my opponent. There's nothing I can really do about that. This sucks. Yeah, I guess I could also say is I over-prepped too for the Victini. He called me really, really good, but not by expecting me to over-prep for Victini, and he didn't bring it. But yeah, it's going to be GG. He has Bullet Punches here, yep. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. What can you do? So not the way we wanted to start the season off with a 2-0 loss, but it's something. I didn't really play the best. I didn't really prep for the end game of Scizor. Like, letting myself get weakened down way too early was my own fault. But at the very least, there's already silver lining. I got 2 kills with Lunatone, and the Future Sight Tech got pulled off to perfection. So yeah, never thought I'd say that, but LUNATONE actually put in work. But in any case, hope you guys did enjoy the battle nonetheless. GG my opponent again. Check it out in the description, as well as all the other coaches in the YCL. And yeah, we can definitely rebound from this. Look forward to week 2 on Saturday. And until the next time, this is Tone signing out for now. Peace out.